We have empowered our teams to make these decisions for our clients and have removed complex and time-consuming chains of commands.
You need a partner you can trust.
Over 25 years, trusted service to Philippine business.
You need a partner who shares the same drive and vision of excellence, integrity, and professionalism.
We've been asked too many times, what do we do for a business? We add value.
You need a partner who's in touch with the world. You need a partner who knows what you need.
Customized solutions to the exact needs of the business.
Destination, we all work together as one. In this place there's only one mission, and that's to be the number one. We all have the right combination, care and quality, there's no compromise. Doing the very best will be our mission. It's something that we need to realize. It's something very special in our eyes. True Life UK, our values mean a lot. We are the people who give it all we got. With a sunny disposition, we can overcome the odds. Yes, we have a valid reason to believe we are number one. Takes to touch the sky, and we'll help each other reach our aspiration. We know that we can do it if we strive. True Life UK, our values mean a lot. We are the people who give it all we've got. With a sunny disposition, we can overcome the odds, as we have
Welcome to the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, the country's first Polytechnic U. PUP is a state-run university governed by the Republic Act 8292, known as the Higher Education Modernization Act of 1997, and its implementing rules and regulations contained in the Commission on Higher Education Memorandum Circular No. 4, Series of 1997. It is home to 7 the town. BUP truly has come a long way from a business school to a premier polytechnic university, the very first in the country. Every year, around 50,000 graduating high school students, mostly from economically challenged families, take the Polytechnic University of the Philippines College Entrance Test, or PUPSET, and hope to become one of the 10,000 who will be given a chance to be new PUPians. At present, the university offers more than 80 programs in the graduate and undergraduate levels, with its strategic direction of making the colleges vertically articulated. Graduate School, College of Accountancy and Finance, College of Arts and Letters, College of Architecture and Fine Arts, College of Business Administration, College of Communication, College of Computer and Information Sciences, College of Education, College of Engineering, College of Law, College of Political Science and Public Administration, College of Social Sciences and Development, College of Science, College of Tourism, Hospitality and Transportation Management, College of Human Kinetics, Institute of Technology. BUP further strengthens its open university system through expanded tertiary education equivalency and accreditation program and the non-traditional system program. It caters to borderless educational system that aims to reach many learners as possible. For more than a century of existence, countless outstanding achievements have raised BUP to the level of a national comprehensive university.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Chi, part of corporate HR of Century Pacific Food Inc. I would like to introduce to you as well my colleagues. I have here Meg, Rayleigh, James, and Lay, and we are all part of the TA or the talent acquisition of CPFI. All right. Can you see my screen, guys? Okay. And please connect with us through our social media platforms. Kindly scan the QR codes. Make sure to follow all our platforms kasi we prepared an icebreaker for you guys. To facilitate this, I'm calling James and take it away.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Pete, for your introduction. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is James from the talent acquisition of Century Pacific Food Incorporated. So, before we begin with the webinar this afternoon, let's have an icebreaker. So, ano lang tayo, no? Medyo magkatuwaan lang tayo ng konti dito sa ating Zoom link ngayon. Okay. So let's have a game and get a chance to win exciting prizes from CPFI. Okay. So yeah, so yung kung ready na yung lahat, okay lang ba mag-react? May react naman tayo dito sa Zoom, no? So andyan ba yung mga participants natin this afternoon? Thumbs up or react na tayo dyan sa mga students natin, no? Medyo di ko lang nakikita ngayon. No? Sige, so let's begin with the mechanics. Sorry, but before we begin with the mechanics, let's promote lang yung ating mga official social media platforms na naka-flash sa inyong mga screen ngayon. So we have our QR codes for our Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Instagram. So for all of our participants this afternoon, please follow us and like yung ating mga social media platforms because this will play an important role para sa mga winners natin sa game. Okay? So again, don't forget to follow us to keep you updated about Century Pacific. Okay? So I think everyone is ready. Okay? Sige. So ito lang naman, yung game lang natin this afternoon, you will get to know more about Century Pacific, the basic about Century Pacific. So for the mechanics, we prepared 6 questions for our participants this afternoon. So me as your moderator, I will read the questions aloud. Then after each questions, we have 5 seconds to answer using our channels. And important reminder lang to everyone, please don't forget to wait for our cue na ready, set, go. Okay? So Chi will help me on this one. Magko-comment si Chi ng ready, set, go. And then after makita ninyo, doon na kayo pwede mag-chat. Okay? So, again, please wait for our cue bago po kayo sumagot sa ating chat box. So, yung first contestant po natin na makakuha ng tamang sagot will get a chance to win a special prize from our team. Okay? So, again, i-like niyo po muna ating mga Facebook page para yung winners natin pwede namin kayo makita. Okay, yeah. So let's begin with the game. Okay. How well do you know CPFI brands? Okay, so yeah. So let's have our first question. Yeah, so what CPFI brand has this tagline? Busog ang araw ko. So ang clue po natin, it is also a country in South America. Ready, set, go! Yan, okay. Okay, so I think we have a winner for this question. Okay, ang una pong nakasagot after our cue, we have Farami de la Cruz. Okay, so to Farami, congratulations. Please like our Facebook or our social media platform para makontak ka namin. Okay, sige. Next question. Ang dali, di ba? So next question time. Anong CPFI brand ang may campaign na best you ever? So clue, Catherine Bernardo is the current endorser of this brand. Ready, set, go! Okay. Sige. So, Chi, may sumagot na ba?
Sorry, ano yun, James?
May sumagot na?
I think ang pinakauna is Jonaline Miranda.
Jonalyn Miranda. Okay, so
Yes.
congratulations to Jonalyn. So, medyo
Congrats.
okay. Sige. So, for a while, medyo iniintay ko lang ang aking Zoom. Lag lang tayo. Sige. Kaya ba? O sige, next question. Kung mag-flash sa ating screen. What CPFI brand introduced this cow best friends? Clue. The brand tagline is, "It's everybody's milk." Ready, set, go. Yeah. Chi, help me on this one. Medyo hindi lang visible sa akin. Yan. Meron na po ba nakasagot?
Okay. I think meron na si Aaron Cabael.
Ara Capael. Okay. So, congratulations.
Congratulations.
We have Birch Tree, the correct answer. Okay, so next one. Ayun, okay. Ivana Lau is the current endorser of what CPFI brand? Clue, this is one of the leading sardines brand in the Philippines. Ready, set, go. Okay. Okay, the correct answer is... May nakasagot na ba, Archie?
Yes, meron na. It's Alessi Alanes. Congrats.
Alessi Alanes. And the correct answer is 555. Yan. Okay. So we have 3 winners, no? Sa ngayon, okay, proceed tayo sa next one. Yan. What CPFI brand is recommended for those prioritizing a plant-based diet without missing out on other food that you love? The brand name is Unblank Blank At, or UN Blank Blank At. Ready, set, go.
Okay, I think we have a winner. It's Jeruel Soliman.
Congratulations to Jerwin. Okay, sige. The correct answer is Annie. Sige, so another question. Ito, I think this is the last one, no? Anong CPFI brand ang hindi lang masarap for desserts, pero pati na rin sa ulam? Our clue is maaaring nickname ng mga taong may pangalan na Angelito, Angelica, at Angelina. Ready, set, go.
Alright, okay. I think meron nang nanalo. Solen Claire Pamilar. Soline Claire Pamilar. Okay. Okay, I think we're done with the game. So, let's proceed now with our proper discussion. So, Rayleigh and Lay.
Alright, thank you,
Kasi
Chi. So,
ikaw,
Choppy na halatang speaker. Yung sa kanya, echo lang. Parang doble.
Ayan. All right. So, before we proceed to
Sige, so I have to
the
transfer na nagkaroon ako ng technical
seminar
problem.
proper.
I'm using this one.
All right. So, let me share. Before we begin our webinar, we would like to share with you a short clip about Century Pacific. So, Meg, please play the video.
From a small tuna facility in Taguig City, Century Pacific Group Incorporated has grown to be the largest canned food company in the Philippines. What started out as an export business serving the brands of others became the brand-building powerhouse of the country today. Envisioning and establishing the name brands such as 555, Century Tuna, Argentina, Wow Ulam, Angel, Fresca Tuna, Shanghai Luncheon Meat, and Lucky 7. As well as acquiring Blue Bay, Birch Tree, Swift, Kamayan, and Hunts. CPGI has certainly entrenched itself in the Philippine market and became part of the lives of Filipino families. Being blessed with all these success, CPGI made great efforts to give back to the people and to the environment. Using CPGI's food expertise, Century Pacific Group RSPO Foundation provides program of nutrition and hunger alleviation through its Kain Po feeding program. Recognizing and giving due appreciation to how nature has provided for CPGI, the company heavily supports efforts to preserve marine resources by working with groups like the International Seafood Sustainability Foundation, Earth Island, and World Wildlife Fund Philippines, as well as transitioning to sustainable energy to power its facilities. Showing how much CPGI values its employees and partner communities. The company provides scholarship programs, fishermen and farmer assistance, and even job opportunities for indigenous tribes. Because of combined efforts of everyone in CPGI, the company has been recognized in several award shows both in the country and internationally. Having these proofs of excellence, Century Pacific Food opened its doors to investors and to the future by conducting its initial public offering in 2014. With expansion in mind, CPGI continues to diversify and explore new business categories through in-house innovation and active search for potential acquisitions. Being already well entrenched in the Philippines, CPGI is now on its way to broaden its reach globally. Currently, CPGI's products are available in 60 countries across Asia, Europe, North America, Africa, and Australia. Ensuring sustainability and the continuous strive for excellence, CPGI's leadership is passed on to the next generation of empowered, experienced, and highly passionate professionals. But even with all these changes and plans for the future, CPGI continues to stay true to its core values: teamwork, a passion for excellence, and hard work are what have propelled us forward from very humble beginnings. And it is my belief that these same things are what will continue to bring us forward. All these accomplishments and future developments prove CPGI's passion for excellence. And with the guidance of divine providence, Century Pacific Group Incorporated is undeniably ready to take on the next century.
Okay, so who is Century Pacific Food? So to share with you guys, Century Pacific Group Inc. or CPGI, yung na-mention kanina sa video, is the ultimate parent of our company, Century Pacific Food Inc., which is the maker of the most staple household brands in the market. So baka nakikita nyo to on your usual grocery run, no? Century Tuna, 555, Argentina, Ligo, Swift, Birch Tree, Angel, Hunts, Coco Mama, and many more. As the company grows its business, we are looking forward to meet more PUPians to be part of our growing empire. But before that, CPFI is here to help our dear students to prepare for their professional journey. So remember, first impressions matter. So to discuss more about this, I have Lei here with me. So she will be with me to discuss this topic. So for this afternoon, no, students, we'll be sharing with you some tips on how to ace your interviews. Syempre, but before we start, Century Pacific Food Inc. would like to thank PUP through the Alumni and Career Development Office for inviting us to facilitate this webinar.
Ayan, tama really. We are very honored and excited to be here with you all. So, pwede na ba namin matanong what courses ang mga kasama natin this webinar? Ayan. Tingnan natin sa mga comment section. We have IE, HR, Marketing, Psychology, Public Administration, Education. So, marami-rami tayo. IT, we have IT as well.
Wow.
Ayan, so I
Ayan, ang
think
dami
marami pang
pala.
nagko-comment. Yes.
Ayan.
Ayan, so again, welcome and I hope sana may matutunan kayo dito in this webinar that we will be discussing.
Okay, thanks, Lei. So to kick off this afternoon's event, our topic will be First Impressions Matter, how to approach company interviews. So we will be with you this afternoon at sana with a few tips that we will be giving you and some stories that we will be sharing ay may matutunan kayo sa amin. No? Shall we start? Pwede ba kami makakuha ng thumbs up from our audience? Okay. All right. So, since you will be graduating soon, meron ba mga fourth year students na dito? Fourth year students na or baka mga nakagraduate na, no? We'd like to start by asking you, what first comes to mind when you hear the word adulting? Ayan. Next slide, please. Ayan. So, nakita nyo, no? Hashtag adulting. Ang laking word. So, sige. Can you share your answers on our chat box? Ano bang mga... Nakita ko dito, lonely nights.
Maraming bills.
Okay, can you share po, no? Ayan, sige. Tingnan natin yung mga comments dito kung ano-ano yung mga ano nila. Living paycheck to paycheck. Ayan, grabe naman talaga. Pressure. Hashtag breadwinner. Responsibilities. Future-oriented. Paying bills. Paying bills, responsibility, burnouts. Ayan. So parang ang common denominator dito, no, talagang parang paying bills. Parang pag adulting ka na, parang you'll be responsible to pay your own bills, no? So tama naman. So adulting is to be responsible for yourself. And one of the first steps to adulthood is to find a job, no? Which is probably why kung bakit nandito kayo ngayon, because you want to know how to ace your interviews. And before you apply, we want to know your thoughts about the next slide. Lei?
Ayan, syempre before you get a call back for your application, syempre you have to apply first. Now, some of you medyo ma-advance na mag-isip eh. Some of you very excited mag-join ng corporate world. Sabi nyo nga bills, so excited na kayo magbayad ng bills. Ganun ba? Ayan. But some of you might ask, when is actually the right time to apply for a job? So, before graduation or after graduation nga ba? So, what are the pros and cons of applying before or after graduation? Kayo ba guys, what do you think? Tingin nyo ba plus points if you apply early or would you rather celebrate your graduation first? So, let's see sa comment or can we have a volunteer kung sino yung gustong mauna sa pila ba? Or yung gusto mag-antay muna, magpahinga? Ayan, so I can see answers na before, still fresh yung utak. Or may before graduation, celebrate, take it one step at a time. Ayan, before. Actually, mas marami sa inyo yung before graduation ang sagot. Pero let's start with one that agrees that it's better to apply before graduation. So, can you raise a hand ba? Pwede tayong, kung comfortable kayo to speak, why before graduation? Or you can write your answer dun sa comment box. Ayan, medyo siguro walang ano. Pero most of you is before yung nakikita kong sagot. Before grad kasi fresh yung utak. Pero let's jump naman dun sa after graduation. Sabi naman niya dito, may sumagot ng isang after. After, need to refresh your mind and reflect on your past decisions. Ayun. So, thank you for your answers. Siguro yung iba, gusto muna i-savor yung moment pagkatas ng school, no? Kasi syempre, medyo pagod ang utak. Gusto mo nang maggala-gala and have fun with your friends and family. Yan. So, thank you. It's nice to know kung paano mag-isip ang mga Gen Zs natin ngayon. So, ano bang tamang sagot? So actually, the answer will always depend on you. So, on your priorities specifically, which is iba-iba naman tayo, alam nating lahat. Sabi nga kanina, di ba? May mga adulting is bills, responsibility, lonely world, ayan. Kaya, I actually read 2 comments before or after graduation kasi we wanted to hear your priorities. Yan. So, some would say na mas gusto nilang magpahinga after the graduation. There are some naman na breadwinners and expected to find a job immediately. Or siguro yung iba hindi pa sure, nag-iisip-isip, what career path to pursue after college? So for this question, there is no right or wrong answer. The answer will depend on you. So now let's go back to Rayleigh as she will share more about this.
Ayan. Thanks, Lay. So, tama nga naman, no? Mapapaisip ka naman talaga kung ano yung priorities mo to help you decide your timing to apply for a job. So, ito, to help you decide better, let's summarize the pros and cons of applying before or after graduation. Ayan. So, before graduation, ang isang pros doon is, syempre, you're first in line. And, syempre, ang ano doon, parang yung ibang mga kasama mo, hindi pa sila naghahanap ng work, ikaw, naghahanap ka na ng work, no? Parang, syempre, you will be first in line at mauuna ka doon sa mga pag-a-applyan nyo. And then, one of the cons would be, it would be too early for you to decide on an opportunity. So, baka before graduation, sa dami ng mga nakikita mo dyan ng mga opportunities, no? Baka ma-overwhelm ka kasi hindi mo pa alam kung ano talaga yung gusto mong kuhanin after graduation. So, for after graduation naman, you're mentally and emotionally prepared. That's one of the pros. And then, one of the cons will be very tight competition. Kasi sabay-sabay na kayo nito. After graduation, parang, syempre, yung mga kasabayan mong graduate will be also looking for a job. So, parang it's a very tight market out there. So, if you'll be applying, makakasabay mo na sila. No? And then, ayan, if you're decided already na, sige, I think I'm ready to start applying for a job, here are a few reminders and pointers on how to navigate your application. Ayan, very first is to pay close attention to the job description. Now, this is so obvious already, no? So, baka yung iba dyan mga naghahanap na ng work. So, pag nag-a-apply, diba, binabasa natin yung postings, ganyan. Binabasa nyo ba yung mga job description ng mga pinag-a-applyan natin na work? Of applying for work, no? So, dapat alam na natin, ayan, may nagsagot, yes. Very good ka dyan, Kenneth. So, but believe us when we say, no, na mas marami pa rin talaga yung hindi nagbabasa. And most of the time, hala, sige, apply na lang sila kung anong mga job posts yung available. And yes, believe us also when we say that we know when you read the job description until the end or not. Kasi yung iba, pag pumapasok sila during interviews, they're clueless about the job that they're applying for. So, lalabas at lalabas yan sa interview. So, in addition to the complete job description, here are a few questions that you can ask yourself so you can gauge if you're truly fit for the job. Yan. So, pag binasa mo yung job description, no, here are some questions that they can help you para malaman mo if you are really, if gusto mo bang i-pursue yung opportunity na yun, no? So, first one, is it something that you are qualified for? Next, is it something that you can do or learn? Is it something that you understand? And can you contribute something to this? No? So here are some guide questions. Parang anuhin mo lang sa sarili mo na parang qualified ba ako dito? Kaya ko bang gawin to? Or ito ba naiintindihan ko ba yung job description na to? Or paano ba ako makaka-contribute sa company kapag pumasok ako sa company nila using the job description? Para at least meron tayong clear perspective or clear understanding nung trabaho na ina-applyan natin. So, we understand, no, if you want to take your chances. We understand also if you want to explore out new things. But do not ruin your chances, ha, by applying for everything. And then when we interview you, you don't even remember what you applied for. Kasi in-applyan mo na lahat. Minsan, alam nyo, may mga nakakausap kami, tapos parang pagtatawagan namin sila. So, ang isasagot sa amin is, ano nga po ulit company to? Ano nga po ulit yung in-applyan ko dito? Parang ganon. Kasi ang dami nilang in-applyan to the point na hindi na nila naaalala kung ano yung in-applyan nila at kung sino-sino ba yun. Tama ba, Lay?
Ayan, I actually agree with you, Rayleigh. Madami yung mga ganyan na daming a-applyan, kaya parang in the end na may tatawag sa kanila, anong company ba, no? So, pag dumating yung point na yon, what do you do next? Ayan, so, I think you have to research about the company you are applying for. I think we have an example here, like if you're familiar with Century Properties and CPFI. So Century Properties is one of the largest real estate, while Century Pacific Food Inc. is the largest canned manufacturing in the Philippines. They have both common na largest sila, but we are not connected with Century Properties. So yan yung example na we cannot count how many times we have been mistaken as the real estate company. Ayan. So, may I ask no, hindi na ako mag-ask kasi I think all of us is Gen Z naman dito. Some of the participants is Gen Z. So, may mga mahilig manood ng TikTok. Ayan. So, magpi-POV muna tayo. So, for our POV today, you have a scheduled interview. So, what do you need to prepare for scheduled interview? So, here are some reminders whether it's a virtual or face-to-face interview. So, if you're invited for a virtual interview, join the call 5 to 10 minutes before the schedule. You have to look presentable, have a clear background, test your tools, cameras, mics, internet connection, inform the people around you. But if it's face-to-face, be in the venue 15 before the schedule. You have to look presentable, dress appropriately, be prepared with your resume or portfolio, and put your phone on a silent mode. Ayan. These are some helpful pointers to guide you through your interview, mapa-virtual man or face-to-face. So for the next slide, really will discuss mga common questions.
Okay, so common questions. Ito na, no? Let's test our audience. Pwede kayo mag-chat. Baka yung iba nahihiya mag-open ng mic, no? So let's just see kung ano yung mga answers nyo sa chat box. So, during an interview, alam ko ito yung pinakagasgas na question, no, na maririnig nyo tuwing interviews. So, it's, tell me about yourself. Ayan. So, pag tinanong ba kayo dito, for example, ng recruiter, so, kayo nag-a-apply kayo, tell me about yourself. Ano bang maisasagot natin dito? Parang masarap kumuha ng volunteer, no? Para mag-unmute at sumagot ng tanong ng tell me about yourself. Meron bang dyan, mag-volunteer? Baka naman meron. Gustong mag-unmute? Anyone? Going once. Wala talaga.
Or you can type in your answers na lang through the comment section. Yes,
oo. Type in your answers na lang para basahin na lang namin. Is there anything na gusto nyong i-ano sa amin, i-share?
Or baka nag-iisip pa sila ng sagot.
Nag-iisip pa sila, oo. Sige. So, ayun, no. So, ito yung mga questions na tinatanong sa atin ng recruiters. So, bakit nga ba tayo tinatanong ni recruiter ng mga gantong tanong? So the reason why we ask you questions like this is syempre for us to know you outside of your resume. Kasi may copy na kami ng resume nyo, nabasa na namin yan, na paper screen na namin yan. What else do we need to know? Pero syempre, hindi lang yun naman yung only reason kung bakit namin siya ginagawa, no? So we also ask seemingly random questions too. Next slide po. Ayan. To assess your thought process. So how do you think? Can you organize your thoughts with a few seconds? Or parang labo-labo na ba yan? Hindi mo na rin masagot, no? Kung ano yung gusto mong isagot kay recruiter. And then, this will also show how you react to sudden changes or unplanned circumstances. Next will be to gauge your potential. So, are you more of a leader or team player? Kasi madalas kami nag-a-ask kami ng situational questions, no? So, when it comes to that, we can already assess how you think or how you solve a problem by the situation na we give you. So, do you have tendencies to be a me person? Or do you work collaboratively? Kasi syempre, very important pag pumasok ka sa corporate world or any work opportunities na meron sa atin. It's very important, no, na tayo ay team player. So, are you the kind of new hire also that we want to work with beyond your 6-month probationary period? So, next is to make us remember you. Syempre, kaya namin ito tinatanong kasi dahil nga yung resume mo, nakita na namin yan, gusto namin malaman ano pa ba yung mga ginagawa mo or mga pinagkakaabalahan mo outside of your resume na hindi mo doon nasulat. So, we're not joking when we say we screen hundreds of profiles and schedule multiple interviews in a day. So, biruin nyo kung ilan yung kinakausap namin sa isang araw. So, syempre, for you as an applicant, kailangan mo mag-stand out, diba? So, ang tanong palagi dyan, what will set you apart from the applicants that we have already screened? Diba? Kaya we have to make sure that you share with us something that will make us remember you even after we've ended the interview. Pero wag naman yung wag naman yung bad marks. Parang we have to remember you still for something good, 'di ba? All right. Sige. Lay?
Ayan, since nag-POV tayo kanina during what to prepare for virtual and face-to-face interview, and also Rayleigh mentioned kung ano ba yung mga random questions that the recruiter will ask. So we'll move on to the next POV. Next POV na tayo. So alam natin during this time, marami na kayo napagkakwentuhan ni recruiter. How do you sell yourself enough for them to choose you? So next slide, please. Ayan. So carefully gauge what you can already contribute to the company. So I think you have to mention what are your strengths na pwede mong i-contribute kay company during your stay. Kung pag na-hire ka, what can you contribute na kung alam mo sa sarili mo na by this time, you can contribute. Kunyari, for the recruiters, you can hire. Since magaling ka makipag-usap with the people, you have to assess people. I think you have to mention that. So, you have to be truthful, realistic, and honest. Yan. So, we can see through you if you're just overselling yourself. Kasi eventually, hindi mo na yan mapapangatawan. You won't be able to keep it up. Halfway through the interview, masasense namin yan. Pag yung hindi na-align yung answers mo nung una, doon na sa latter part of the interview. Kaya by overselling yourself, baka dumating ka sa point na hindi mo mapangatawan. Actually, we have assessed hundreds of people by interviewing every day. And may mga nakikita kami, may mga kodigo yung sagot. Usually, may mga script yan, may mga pang Miss Universe yung sagot. So it was obvious and they have prepared a script for it. So nasa-sense namin yan as a recruiter. So next is, we have to be realistic. So being realistic with yourself is be a realistic with your expectation as well. So if in reality, alam mo sa sarili mo na hanggang dito lang ang kaya mong i-provide or i-ambag with the company may offer, then keep your expectations at par. Yan. So since you have a POV na about what you can do or what you can offer to the company, since we are nearing about your interview, next POV is the recruiter. Do you have any questions? Ayan. So, siguro, the recruiter this time, sasabihin na yung background ni company about the job that you are applying for, the position. You probably have questions, especially since you are starting or started job hunting, you might want to take advantage of this moment to ask your recruiter question. Pero syempre, before you raise questions, you have to remember to ask the questions at the right time. Ayan. So, siguro I think din tayo, kung si recruiter is nagsisense din, nangangapa, nag-a-adjust kung kailan din magtatanong ng questions. I think ganun din bilang applicant, we have to sense kung kailan tayo magtatanong. Siguro, a lot of you since Gen Z, ang una nang tinatanong dyan is the salary. Kailan nga ba dapat itanong? On the latter part pa nga ba? Ayan. So, I think your questions may be meant to clarify or align expectations as well. This is also your chance to ask further about the job description and daily responsibilities of the role. But remember, we as your recruiters also take note of the kind of questions you ask. Your questions show how much you've listened and understood the role and also show how interested you are. Ayan. So I think dun malalaman ni recruiter if you're really interested about the role if you keep asking na if you for example me, I'm a recruiter. So tatanungin diyan what are the platforms? Kung ano ba yung ginagamit na platforms to recruit or to hire people. Ayan. So yun yung mga common questions na tinatanong as an HR. And then last but not the least, if your application does not go well, do not burn bridges.
Ayan. So, bakit very important na do not burn bridges, no? Kung hindi man nagtuloy yung application mo with the company, bakit nga ba hindi dapat tayo mag-burn ng bridge with them? Baka may gustong mag-ano dyan sa comment section. May idea ba kayo kung bakit hindi siya magandang practice? Okay. Sige, let me share you a story, no? So, when I first joined Century Pacific, syempre kami bilang recruiters, we do have accounts per tao. So kami, yung mga accounts or yung vacancies sa company, hinahati siya sa aming mga recruiters sa recruitment team. So me, I handle finance vacancies. With Meg, si Meg naman, she handles marketing vacancies. So si Lay, R&D or specialized skills vacancies. Ayan, domestic sales, mga iba-ibang vacancies din no, per tao. So, nung naghahanap kami ng mga marketing professionals, so syempre, tingin kami sa mga job postings, sino-sino yung mga nag-apply, ganyan. So, nung nagtingin kami sa job postings regarding the marketing vacancy, parang may isang name doon na parang that caught my attention. So parang nung tiningnan ko siya, sabi ko parang kilala ko to. Sabi ko din kay Meg, sabi ko kilala ko yan kasi hire ko yan before sa dati kong company. Ngayon, nag-a-apply siya dito kay Century Pacific. Tapos we have a team member no before na part of the TA team also. Nung chinek niya yung profile, she knows. Kilala niya din yung tao no, na nag-a-apply. Tapos sabi niya din sa akin, nag-apply na rin to sa amin before. Parang continuous yung application nito sa amin dito sa Century, ganyan. So, Meg, the recruiter who handles the vacancy, sabi niya, siya din. Na-handle niya din yung tao na yon. Parang na-process niya din siya for a certain vacancy from her previous company. No? So, parang, what does it tell us? Pero, siya, no, nung nakuha namin yung profile niya, she got hired naman with Century Pacific. So that's very good for her. So what does this tell us? So ang ano lang natin dito, no, especially us from FMCG companies, the industry is small. Parang kung ano man yung mangyari, the industry is just small. Kung sino yung mga tao na nami-meet mo now, most likely, you'll also meet them in the future, no? So parang good connections and syempre parang relationship building then with the other people that you meet along the way. Kasi for sure, in time, you'll meet them again. Especially if you're in the same industry. So parang maliit lang talaga ang industriya. Makikita nyo pa rin ang isa't isa in time, no? So, I have 2 cents lang dito, no? Parang first one, yung candidate namin na yon dahil very persistent siya na makapasok with Century Pacific, parang yung hard work niya pays off. is already paid off. Nakapasok siya sa amin. So pag may gusto kayo na company at may gusto kayong position, tuloy lang ng tuloy. Huwag kayong panghihinaan ng loob kung na-reject man kayo once. Malay nyo, there are other positions pa na pwede sa inyo in the future, no? So, second is, you'll meet the people that you meet now along the way. So, may nabasa ko dito sa comment, si Kenneth Maturan, he commented, good connection might lead you to success. That's a very good takeaway from this story. Kasi, totoo naman, tulungan tayo dito. Parang if you make good connections, you make good impressions, malay nyo in the future, that one certain person can make a vouch for you for a certain position or a very important person in your life. Parang pag may tinanong background checking, mga ganyan. Diba? They can vouch that you did good and you are great. You're a great person. No? Yun lang naman. Okay pa ba yung mga audience natin dyan? Pwede ba namin makita yung mga reaction nyo dyan?
Di ba
Okay
kayo
pa ba?
or thumbs up?
Oo. Ayan. Okay. Alright. So, ayun no. So, thank you very much, Lay, for that one na ano natin kanina regarding the tips. So, keep in mind, no, our dear students, that there is a recency effect. Parang I know there are some psychology students here. Meron ba? Parang nakita ko kanina merong mga nag-chat na they're psych majors eh. Ayan, may mga psych majors ba dito? Pwede ba naming makuha ang ano nyo regarding the recency effect? Are you familiar with the recency effect? Baka may mga nag-take up ng Psych 101, ganyan. Ayan. But to share with you, no, recency effect, what does this tell us? Parang, when you're memorizing something, di ba? Pag tapos ka na mag-memorize, ang mas naaalala mo ay yung mga kakatapos mo pa lang i-memorize or yung mga recent mo pa lang na information na minemorize. So, that's also connected with recency effect. Parang you tend to remember the details that just has been recently given to you, no? Kaya naman yun yung gusto namin i-ano din sa inyo regarding our topic today. Kasi nga, if you remember what our first slide said, tama ba, Lay?
Ayan. So, if you remember nga, our first slide says, first impressions last, but with the recency effect, last impressions last longer. Ayan.
Ayan. Parang may nag-raise ng hand. Tinanggal na niya. Alright, sige. Thank you very much, Lay. And that's our last slide po for this session. Now, first impressions matter, how to approach company interviews. We will now open the floor for some Q&A. For sure, marami kayong tanong. In the interest of time, we'll try to accommodate as much questions as we can. But we can entertain 3 perhaps. You can chat your questions naman to our chat box.
Type in your questions or open your mic.
Yeah, please feel free to unmute. May questions ba? Wala bang may questions? Ayan, mukhang wala namang may questions. Thank you very much, guys. Ayan. Okay, so nag-enjoy ba kayo, guys? I hope no meron kayong mga natutunan sa session natin today. And maraming salamat for your energy and participation. So, we thank you also for your time kasi alam namin baka busy kayo, no? Thank you for joining us this afternoon. We'll give the floor to Chi now to recap the winners during our mini game.
Okay, wait lang. I'll try to share my screen. Ayan. Can you see my screen? Okay naman.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So these are the winners a while ago. So winner number 1 is Farah May de la Cruz. Second is Jonaline Miranda Third is Aaron Cabael. Fourth is Alessi Alanes. Fifth is Jeruel Soliman. And lastly, Soline Claire Pamilar. So, ayan po ang mga winners. And kindly connect with us or after this webinar, reach out kayo sa amin para makuha yung mga goodies nyo. And also, a reminder to all our winners, for you to be eligible to claim your prizes your prizes, please like and follow our social media accounts. This is the QR codes. Ayan. QR codes are flashed on your screens. Also, to share with you, our products are available not just in your local supermarkets, but also both Shopee and Lazada. So please make sure to check our stores. All right, again, to the PUP community here and on behalf of our whole team, maraming salamat po. Good afternoon, everyone.
Okay, so maraming salamat, Century Pacific Food Corporation. So maraming salamat, ma'am. So, ma'am, pwede naman pong isa nyo sa amin. So, dito na lang i-claim. Bigyan nyo na lang po kami ng listahan. So, baka pwedeng dito na lang i-claim sa office namin ng inyong mga winner. So, at least hindi na sila or hindi nyo na ipapalala move isa-isa sa bahay nila. Diba? So, guys, siguro pag-usapan na lang namin with Century Pacific kung ano po yung magiging arrangement, how to claim your prize po. Okay po? So, maraming salamat po. And guys, pwedeng-pwede daw ang OJT at syempre, pwedeng mag-apply ang empleyado sa Century Pacific Incorporation po. Their office is located in Pasig. So, anytime, lalo na yung mga malapit sa Pasig dyan, baka pwede naman na mag-apply na kayo sa kanila. Maraming mga PUP-yan ang nasa Century Pacific po. Okay, so our next industry speaker naman po na nandito ngayon is establishing their milestone for their local clients as a leading. Siyempre, kilala po ang ating next industry partner. So, they are a leading professional service firm in the country. They are a member of Grand Thornton International Limited. Let's welcome Punong Bayan and Arroyo. So, let's welcome si Sir Wawi po ba ang magsasalita? Sir Wawi?
Yes.
Hi, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. And I hope you're
Yes, sir.
hope you could hear me well.
Yes, sir. Naririnig naman po. By the way, sir, our audience now is from the College of Political Science and Public Administration, College of Arts and Letters, College of Accountancy and Finance, and syempre, meron din po tayong mga kolehiyo or mga galing sa branches and campuses at meron din po from College of Education and College of Engineering na nandito ngayon. So, Sir Wawi sa graduate of Polytechnic University of the Philippines, dati po ay PCC. Tama ba, sir?
PUP na naman nung time na yon, PUP na.
Ay, sige sir, si Ma'am pala yun. Si Ma'am Paz. Okay, you may take away the virtual floor na, Sir Wawi.
Yan. So, good afternoon. I hope you're still awake kasi medyo ano pa rin tayo ngayon, medyo unholy hour. And since we're doing it virtually, medyo talagang sometimes, di ba, andyan yung tendency na na medyo makatulog tayo. By the way, as mentioned earlier, so I'm Wawi Rugel, one of the tax partner at PNA Grant Thornton. Actually, in our firm, marami din kaming mga hire na PUP yan, especially those graduates from accountancy. But we do also have other personnel that are graduates from different courses because we have different divisions naman in our firm. So just give me some few moments. I'll just need to share my screen. Medyo nalito na ako ngayon kung nasaan ang share screen. here. Could you see now my screen? Yan. Could you see my slides?
Yes po.
Okay, yan. So basically, I'll be discussing being positive at work. While why it's important for us to know, or for you, dear students, to know what's importance of being positive at work, because I understand most of you are third year, fourth year, tama, no? And you'll be graduating soon, and of course you have to prepare for your future, or dun sa yung dun sa work nyo. And even as when we are hiring, we also look at not only yung academics nung student, but also on dun sa kanyang how yung attitude niya towards dun sa work niya. Kasi sabi nga, 'di ba, being the best may get you there, but having the right attitude will keep you there. Tama? Sino bang mga hindi naniniwala dyan? Ba? Kasi like, magaling ka nga, di ba? You're very smart, pero you don't have the right attitude. Wala, then you will not last. Maybe i-hire ka, but eventually hindi ka rin mapopromote, or eventually hindi ka rin tatagal dun sa company, because you're always parang letting people down. Or for us kasi like sa amin sa firm namin, it's important that those people we hire are those people that would uplift yung team, di ba? Yung tatranscend mo doon sa ibang tao, yung level of yung yung energy mo. Diba? And yung study shows then na we are more productive if we are happy, if we have positive outlook in life. Since yung people are naturally down to positive people, your colleagues will start feeling comfortable coming to you for help and advice. Diba mas mas maganda yan kaysa dun sa lagi na lang na parang may hindi magandang what you call that, yung relationship in the team. And that's why when we also hire, I think yung sa na-discuss kanina, during the interview process kasi, ang screening of the mga candidates is na rin yan, meron na rin yan mga yung mga app na ginagamit to really measure whether you're ganong kataas yung leadership ability mo, yung social skills mo, how you interact with other by answering a lot of yung mga situational cases. And we also look at those people that have yung maganda yung attitude towards dun sa work, or that those people that will bring positive vibes dun sa team, or dun sa those people na siya lagi on a positive positive outlook. Why? Because if you have a positive outlook, you will pull yung di ba, yung energy mo mataas, you'll be motivated to work, as well as yung team mo, yung buong sa team mo, madadala mo rin, mahahawa din sa'yo, di ba? And if you would, I think not only sa work, kahit doon sa if you have yung mga let's say school project, yung mga group projects, di ba? Di ba pagka may isa diyan na negative, di ba? Wala pa puro kontra. Then ang tendency minsan, di ba, instead na matapos yung work, hindi nyo natatapos agad yung work, or it would take time before matapos yung work, rather than if lahat kayo dun sa team you work together and you have positive outlook, kahit anong challenges that you encounter, you still look at yung positive side, hindi yung puro yung kontra, or puro yung negative na lang yung yung mga nakikita. So these are just I'll just be giving some some tip on how to stay positive in the workplace, or even in your current responsibility as a student. You could also apply this naman. Yan. Of course, number one is surround yourself with positive people. Kasi, di ba, have you ever experienced ba na parang ang ganda-ganda ng mood mo, then suddenly, someone approach you na parang napaka-negative, napakadaming angal, and if you entertain that, you will realize, di ba, minsan, yung magandang vibes mo, pati ikaw, nagda-down na yung nagda-down na yung energy mo, parang pati ikaw nahahawa na dun sa problem o dun sa inaangal nung kasama mo. So that's why it's important to always stick with people na that will you will have yung positive positive effect dun sa'yo, like and it would also help you if you would sometimes take a break kung talagang medyo naglolo na energy mo, medyo para medyo nahirapan ka na rin. It's just better to take a break, go for a walk, rather than yung salamuha ka or you immerse yourself dun sa mga tao naman na puro negative lang naman yung mga pinag-uusapan. So your environment, including the people you deal with, you really have to choose them well. Choose those people that would bring positive outlook dun sa ginagawa mo. And of course, 'di ba, what you feel your body, 'di ba, yun yun kung puro kakain ng kain kaya ka tumataba. But same din with dun sa mind natin. So you have to feed yung mind natin of all the positive positive thoughts. So same way that the people you are around change you to be more like them. So it is what you feed in your mind. So that's why it's important to listen dun sa mga good musics, listen dun sa mga uplifting audiobooks, and I think we have a lot of yung mga available now, unlike the time when I was just studying, na wala pang yung mga TED Talks, wala ka pa makukuha na mga valuable na material sa YouTube. But now napakarami na, diba? Wasan nyo lang na yung TikTok lang na walang katuturan. So just listen or watch those things that would always uplift you, that would always give you parang yung positive positive vibes. Yan. So don't rely on outside sources of positivity, meaning yung I'm not feeling well, so kailangan ko may jade, or kailangan I'll be motivated, I'll be ano na gaganda mood ko basta may makita lang ako na ganito. Dapat hindi. We have to really control yung ano natin, yung emotion natin. So maybe what you could do is to think of a parang mga life phrase or a Bible verse that would keep you always yung parang mas ano ka, laging uplifted ka. So that it would help you always be pass on a positive ano siya, positive attitude. Diba? Kaya yung iba before I have dun sa room ko parang yung ano certain ano yan, certain praise na para pagka ano, lagi ko siya na tinitignan. It's a ano yan, it's a Bible verse. And it's also important to, of course, assume responsibility, identify responses and your reaction. Kasi if there's, let's say, if really something, because it's always not naman that what we want to happen will happen, di ba? There are things na hindi siya talaga, hindi siya mangyayari the way we want to, or there are things talaga sometimes na we make some mistake. And if that happens, rather than blaming yourself, or worse is blaming others for that mistake, is just assume responsibility on that mistake. Then identify yung responses mo, what should I have done differently para next time I know how to adjust na, di ba? So that when the time comes or when similar situation happens, then I know how to react on that situation. So meaning, let's take every opportunity to learn whether yung situation it went well, then of course you could learn from that. And if it did not went well, then just look at what are yung yung mga naging mga valuable learnings nyo on that particular situation, so that at least you'll know how to move on, and you know how to address it in case mangyari uli siya in the future. Yan, ito lang yung tips niya. Breathe, then choose to be calm about it, not to let bother you. It helps try to look at the client or coworkers that's driving you nuts different way. Maybe they are having a bad times at that time, or they are stressed themselves. And I think in one of the seminars that I attended, what we normally do there is to have this parang breathing or yung meditation. It's just 5 minutes. In fact, may mga app na nagagamit dyan, like the Headspace. It's just to at least somehow free your mind, di ba? Kung lalo na if you're too burdened na, damdami mo ng work, so that you could focus dun sa seminar. So they let us yung parang parang 5 minutes break, tapos parang breathing lang siya.
Kasi nandun pa tayo kanina sa tayo kung anong nangyari. Hindi pa nga ba?
Tapos after nun, parang at least yung just a breathing lang siya. It's just a breathing exercise. Then para at least you'll able to somehow unload yung mga kung whatever yung pinagdadaanan mo, di ba? And also sometimes it's also better to look at then yung perspective nung iba. Kunya kasi minsan iba yung perspective natin tsaka dun sa perspective nung ano nung ibang tao. So you have to sometimes look at kasi nga malay mo nga yung tao na yun may ano din, may pinagdadaanan din naman. Control your language. Especially 'di ba in sa school iba rin kasi yung ano natin iba yun how we communicate with each other and worse maraming estudyante 'di ba parang napaka natural na lang sa kanila yung mga hindi magagandang words parang ano lang kasi parang usapang barkada and worse pagka nagwo-work na sila nadadala nila yon. That's why kami kahit sa office if we notice some employees na medyo hindi maganda yung mga words or yung nagmumura yan we call their attention kasi while the conversation naman sa office is not always formal, in fact most often than not a lot of conversation naman sa office are informal and just casual. But you also have to choose your words because your words may be offensive dun sa other person because remember we grew up in different environment. Maybe sa'yo normal lang yung word na yon pero dun sa iba hindi siya, it's napaka-offensive nung word na yon. So you always you always watch out for your word, for your language, di ba? Sabi nga, the language we use every day, both in thoughts and spoken word, has a cumulative effect on how we think about yourself, your work, and those around you. So we always be cautious of the words we use when speaking or thinking. Okay? So just give me some few moments lang. Wait. Of course, it will also help you to stay positive if you help other people. Even kayo as student, how many times ba that you really feel great because you're able to help people? Di ba sometimes mas mas uplifting yan na you're able to help yung classmate mo or sa office yung coworkers mo or even the strangers. Diba? Na it would make you really happy. And study shows that if we help people, we are more happy. Mas happier daw tayo if we help other people. Maybe because I believe because we are designed by God for that is to, diba? Sabi nga niya, love yourself and you have to also love others. So that's why we really need kasi kung self-centered ka parang 'di ba it's a lonely word. Sabi nga 'di ba no man is an island. So we need each other. So and that's why it's important for us na whatever we learn, whatever we have, all our yung time natin, talent or treasure, we're able to share that with others. Sabi nga wag kang madamot, di ba? Dapat we have to share that to others and that would help us be more positive, to have positive outlook in our life. And of course, being nice to other people will also help us to stay positive. Kasi syempre, 'di ba, kung may kaaway ka, tas lagi mo pa nakikita, di laging parang yung mood mo laging laging bababa. So why not try na to be nice to everybody, na kahit definitely hindi naman talaga lahat magugustuhan mo yung, not 100% magugustuhan mo yung tao, yung ugali niya, pero you could be civil naman, kumbaga you could have good relationship pa rin naman with them, because it really depends naman on how we deal with di ba, we deal with people. Sabi nga, di ba, study in the Journal of Happiness found that a memory of doing something kind for someone causes us to want to do it again, di ba? Kasi parang kasi masarap yung pakiramdam kaya gusto mo siya na laging kumbaga parang nagagawa. Yan. And appreciating or recognizing your coworkers or even yung mga ka-classmate mo can go a long way in making your day better. And also it's important for you to have a mission and yung personal goal. That's why in an interview we also ask yung yung mga short term and yung long-term plan, because that would somehow give us some idea whether eto bang taong to alam na niya kung ano yung gusto niyang gawin. Kasi kung hindi pa, then it may not what would motivate that person? Kasi wala siyang purpose, hindi niya alam kung ano yung gusto niyang gawin sa buhay niya. Parang kung ang nakikita mo doon sa taong attitude is bahala na, then it's not, parang hindi siya for us, parang for me, parang hindi siya magandang i-hire. Kasi dapat as early as now kayo, alam nyo na dapat ano ba talaga yung gusto nyong ano ba yung gusto nyong mangyari, because so that yung career na ite-take nyo, yung job na kukunin nyo, at least going towards dun sa goal na gusto nyong mangyari. Di ba? If you just try to run lang, di ba? Takbo ka lang, basta takbo ka lang ng takbo, pero hindi mo alam kung saan ka pupunta. Rather than dun sa, sige, takbo ka, ang goal mo makarating ka from point A to point B, di ba mas may fulfillment ka pagka nakarating ka dun sa goal mo. Mas madali ka mapapagod dun sa takbo ka lang ng takbo kasi you don't know bakit ka tumatakbo. Gusto mo lang pagurin yung sarili mo. Then after that, what? Di ba? So it's always better to have a mission and to have yung personal goal mo. And you could post that dun sa room nyo para at least yun yung magiging guide nyo na etong gagawin ko. Why I'm doing this? Because I want to achieve this goal. Yan, it's also important to create a routine for the day. Like for example, like when you wake up, you exercise ka muna, or ito gagawin mo muna, magpe-pray ka. Kasi it would help you na to start your day right, di ba? Or something like mag-read ka muna, whether it's a newspaper, good book, Bible, etc. So just make a better to have a routine every day para yung day mo will start right siya. Yan. And also it's important for you to create a high point each day and week. So meaning this one lang, just identify what are those parang mga mini successes, di ba? Kasi if you if you're able to identify kung ano yung mga mini successes mo, especially in achieving yung goal mo, then it would help you boost yung ano mo, yung energy mo, it will motivate you to another day, give you more energy for that day. Creating small high pointage days to help you to get through the projects day that might otherwise seems draining. Yan. And this one is more important. Yan. Stop complaining and embrace learning. Be curious. Yan. Be a person who is willing to learn and is curious about many things. Your attitude will be positive because you are forward-looking and want to understand instead of being closed off. Being curious about a new situation or what's going on makes you mindful and aware of the present moment and tend to force you out of the negative attitude. And just take every opportunity to learn. So yung mga challenges that you are facing, that's part of dun sa learning process nyo, that would make you stronger. And that, diba, you cannot tailor make your situation in life, but you can tailor make the attitudes to fit the situation. So meaning, focus on those things that we have control of. Diba? Ano-ano ba yung mga things that we have control of? Mostly those are yung ating emotions, how we react to situations. So those are the things that we could control. So dapat lang tayo laging may self-awareness so that we know how to react on every situation. So that's it. I hope I was able to give you some tips on how to stay positive.
Okay, so maraming salamat Sir Wawi. So guys, may tanong po. Tumatanggap daw po ba ng OJT ang PNA Grant Thornton at anong mga kolehiyo ang tinatanggap niyo?
Definitely, yes, we do accept mga OJT, and PUP actually we have mga OJTs then from PUP. You may reach out sa PCG namin. Andito ba dahil lang sino bang kasama ko dito?
Hello po,
Si
Sir
DJ
Wawi.
Ayan, si DJ.
Yan. Hello, good
Hi.
afternoon, everyone. So, I'm with Sir Wawi. I'm also from PNA Grant Thornton, and I am currently handling our internship program. So, as what Sir Wawi mentioned, no, yes, we are accepting interns. Actually, madami kaming interns from PUP talaga, annually talaga, no? So, if you want to apply or send your applications, I will be sending our emails here para you can reach out to us, no, separately to send your CVs and applications. Tapos, from there, we will be sending you the instructions and guidelines for our internship. Okay, thank you po.
Oh. Okay po. By the way, ma'am, marami po tayong mga estudyante. Meron tayong mga from College of Business Administration. Siyempre, meron din dyan galing sa Industrial Engineering, sa College of Engineering. Meron din naman galing sa Public Administration, Political Science and Public Ad, College of Social Science, Psychology. Baka naman daw po, kahit hindi daw po sila related.
Ayun. So, thank you for raising that, Miss J, no? For our internship naman po, this is not for, specifically for accountancy or business administration po. Maiba po kaming support services, like sa HR po, sa marketing namin, and business development, that we can also cater po sa ibang programs na meron po si PUP, Miss J.
Ayun, at least di ba ma'am, malinaw yun. Kasi syempre ang iniisip nila, pag PNA Grant Thornton, baka mamaya ang kailangan lang nila is College of Accountancy and Finance. So syempre may kailangan nating maiparamdam sa ating mga kaisko at kaiska, hindi lang sa kolehiyo ng College of Accountancy and Finance na pwede rin sila. Diba sir? Tama po ba? So, by the way,
Yes.
marami tayong mga kaisko at kaiska na or marami tayong mga mentors na graduate mismo ng PUP na nasa PNA Grant Thornton. So, may mga kuya at ate kayo dyan. So, hindi kayo mag-iisa. 'Di ba? So, lalo na yung mga, andito, may mga College of Arts and Letters. Siyempre, sir, di ba, halimbawa, by the way, itong mga arts and letters, meron tong mga foreign language. Meron din naman tayong mga taga-engineering. So, pwedeng-pwede sila siguro. So, maraming salamat, PNA Grant Thornton. So, sir, sana makapunta ka dito sa PUP one of these days. Kasi, syempre, alumni ka ng PUP. Di ba, sir?
Sure, sure. Actually, I would really love to have a face-to-face talk rather than sa
Yun na nga
virtual.
po. Opo, kay yes, sir. After pandemic, halos medyo hindi na tayo masyado nagkita ni Ma'am Paz hanggang nag-retire si Ma'am. So,
Oo
at
nga
least
eh.
ngayon, yun. Siyempre, hindi mawawala si Punong Bayan sa amin kahit papaano na talagang yung support naman is all throughout sa PUP, lalo na pagdating sa College of Accountancy and Finance. Siyempre, hindi pwede magtampo yung ating mga ibang kolehiyo kasi kasama rin naman kayo. So, di
Yes.
ba? Simplihan nyo na guys, magpakitang gilas daw kayo na malay nyo mula sa College of Business Administration dahil tumatanggap din naman sa PNA Grant Thornton mula sa engineering, kahit pa yan computer and information sciences. Siyempre, di ba sa isang company, hindi lang naman po siya accountancy and finance. Hindi lang more on, may mga wait lang po
Yeah.
Ayan, may
May
kuryente na
may
kami.
IT. May IT rin kami. Sabi ni
Yes.
DJ, 'di ba? We have IT, admin, communication. So we do have a lot of units naman in PNA Grant Thornton.
Opo. So guys, 'di ba? At least meron na andito na ang ating mga sponsor, andito ang PNA Grant Thornton, andito kanina Century Pacific Incorporation, Food Incorporation. So, 'di ba? Pwedeng-pwede, marami tayong PUP yan diyan, 'di ba? So guys, may tanong po tayo kay Sir Wawi. Pa-heart naman ako. Marami ba kayong natutunan mula kanina hanggang ngayon? Ayan, sir, madami raw po. Ayan, nag-heart na sila, sir. Diba? Saka, sir, syempre, hindi namin pwedeng kalimutan yung ating mga estudyante mula sa Open University. Nandito po sila ngayon. So, mga Public Administration and Governance. So, nakita ko sila, may OU. So, yan po yung ating kung ang UP po ay may Open University, syempre ang PUP rin, 'di ba? So, meron po silang marami na ring course ang PUP Open University, Public Administration, Tourism Management, HRDM yata if I'm not mistaken. May mga Entrepreneurial Management, Broadcasting, BBRC. Parang may mga ganun na silang course ngayon. So, syempre, ang galing naman sa Arts and Letter natin at College of Education, mga elementary education, meron din tayo, sir, kasi ang alam kong bachelor in yung TLE nila, hindi ko lang sure kung may accounting field sila na baka naman pwede daw, sir. Di ba?
Ano yung TLE?
Ano po, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Teachers Education, sir.
Okay.
Po. Siyempre, sir, di ba, may okay. So, maraming salamat, Sir Wawi, and I hope to see you. By the way po, we would like to invite you sa ating mga nandito ngayon. We will be having our Career Fest Part 2 this coming July 10 to 12 sa 10 to 12 sa PUP Gymnasium. So, by the way, may mga industry partner na naman po tayong nandun ngayon. At meron po on the side, we'll be having the Academe Industry Conference para po sa ating mga official, PUP official, OJT coordinator, dean, and chairperson. So, nandun sila makakasama at makakamit ng mga industry partner at magkakaroon ng parang maliit na gathering na pwedeng magkasama at networking si estudyante, si industry, at si faculty. So, that will happen on July. Kaya lang guys, this is face-to-face. So, ngayon pa lang, inuunahan ko na at ini-invite ko na kay lahat kayo na sana mag-join kayo sa amin on July 10 to 12. So, pamark na agad po yung calendar nyo, ha? Marami tayong mga industry partner. So, maraming salamat, PNA Grant Thornton, and I hope to see you soon, sir. Ha?
Thank
DJ,
you too.
and
Yeah, of course.
Opo.
We'll always be there basta patawag nyo kami. And thank you for inviting us. It's a pleasure for us to always talk with our students, especially for me na galing din from PUP. In fact, in our firm sa partner level, we're more than 3 or 4 na from PUP.
Wow, ayun. Ayun, sir. Saka, di ba last time si Ma'am Paz yung naging speaker natin for Balik Sintang Paaralan. So ngayon,
Yes.
sir, hihilingin namin na ikaw naman as
Sure,
representative ng
sure.
PNA Grant Thornton.
Yeah.
DJ ha,
Yes po. Yes po, Miss J.
on live na po yan ha, hiningi ko na.
Yes
Sure,
po.
basta lang i-inform us para at least ma-schedule natin na mabuti.
Yes po. Para naman po ito sa ating pagkilala at pagpe-present sa ating mga natatanging mga alumni ng PUP. Diba? So ito yung alumni highlight natin. So ito naman po yung isang event ni Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. So, aking hinihingi yung paumanhin kanina, medyo nagloloko po ang aming internet, lumilipad siya dahil honestly, wala kaming kuryente ng 1 to 3 and our event is conducted ng 1 to 3. So, nakadata po kami. So, kaya may ilaw ako sa mukha kanina just because, syempre medyo madilim dito, bumibigay ang aming internet. So, pasensya na po kung nagkakaroon man kami ng mga technical difficulties kanina. So, maraming
problem.
salamat sa ating
Thank you.
Century Pacific Food Corporation sa pagsalo nyo kanina sa ating program. At kasi kayo yung unang speaker. At maraming salamat din po sa ating PNA Grant Thornton, sa ating mga speaker kanina. Maraming salamat po at higit sa lahat, maraming salamat sa ating mga kaisko at kaiska na syempre alam ko naman na yung iba ay may klase sa inyo and yet pinagbigyan nyo pa rin kami. I hope ay natutunan kayo sa ating webinar na to at I hope yung mga natutunan nyo ay magamit nyo hindi lang professionally and personally, kung hindi makatulong din sa inyo on your quest sa paghahanap ng isang industry na pwedeng makatulong sa inyo sa paghahanap ng trabaho at para naman po sa ating mga estudyanteng naghahanap ng internship, pwede rin or pwede magpakilala kayo na naging participant. Syempre, di ba? So, dahil European kayo, alam ko hindi kayo kakalimutan ng ating mga industry partner. So, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat, guys, at maraming salamat hanggang sa uulitin. Magkakaroon pa naman tayo uli ng susunod na webinar. Okay? So, ang next webinar natin will be scheduled ng April 11. So, kung sino man po ang interesado namang makaalam or may malaman tungkol sa Python as a tool for game creation, yun po ang aming topic on June 7. Pero syempre, ipa-plug ko na rin po, may isa pa po tayong current topic na magsisimula every Saturday. Magraran po siya simula ng June 29 at buong July. Ito po ang Civil Service Examination Course Review. So meron po tayong online Civil Service Course Review para po sa ating mga estudyante at ilalay po namin siya sa Facebook. So, hindi pa po namin na-post ang ating banner para makapag-register kayo. Pero hintayin nyo lang po, paki-like naman po sa aming Facebook page, sa PUP Career Center Facebook page para maging updated kayo sa mga event ni Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. So, syempre, di ba, dun sa mga naghahanap or sa mga aspiring na gustong pumasa or hindi man gustong mag-take, hindi pumasa lang. Syempre, kiniklaim ko na agad, di ba, napapasa kayo? Gustong mag-take ng Civil Service Examination this August or sa mga susunod pa, we'll be having our online review class or course composed of 40 hours with introduction to law profession this coming June 29 to July. Wait lang to July 27. So lahat po yon buong 5 Saturday. Tuwing Sabado po yon, it will be air sa atin pong PUP Career Center Facebook page. So guys, baka pwede naman palike po at papalo po ang aming PUP Career Center Facebook page. So again, this is Professor Jane S. Pulma of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office signing off. At para tapusin ang ating programa ngayong hapon na ito, andito na po ang ating PUP hymn.
Natin na salat sa yaman, hanap na